Welcome to another edition of International Soccer Break. I'm your host, Sahil. I'm here with Rahi, and we have a very special guest, Sol, who, of course, is our South Korean representative of the day. Sol, how are you doing? We'll get into everything, but just how are you doing? Everything good? Are you
Very good? Very excited to talk about our German coach. I actually live in Germany, so I have a lot to say. So excited to unfold the story tonight.
Well, I'm so excited. This is a big day. Big day for the Asian Cup. Big day for Korean football. And a big day because I have my Korean sister, Sol, here with me. I'm so happy to talk some football with Sol because, let's just say, she's always opinionated.
That should be fun. A fun segment for all of you, and for those of you watching in Korea. Good evening tonight, and I'm sure you guys had a tough going, last night dealing with the match. But we'll get into it first. Okay, Sol, here's what we called you to talk about: Uzbekistan versus Thailand. This is the match we called you to talk about. What do you got? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't have that much opinion, but that was actually quite a good one.
For those Uzbeki fans out there, congratulations. It was a close fought match, and best of luck moving forward as you play the host Qatar. We'll cover that on the weekend. Good game. Okay. So let's get to the actual thing. Here was South Korea versus Saudi Arabia, and I called it South Korea's incredible win over Saudi Arabia. Do you agree with that statement, Sol?
I need to even take a pause to register what is definition of incredible here. It was a win for sure. It's rather like we just somehow won. I'm not sure if it's an incredible per se, but I'm happy that we won. Did we really deserve is another question mark, but yeah, nevertheless, it's a victory.
Did you deserve it?
I mean, in the end, I think it came through finally. In that last 20 minutes, it felt like they couldn't score. It wasn't going to happen. And I was pretty concerned. Did you think they were going to do it, Sol, or you thought it was going to be an embarrassing first-round exit?
The thing is that we had so much hype about this team, right? We thought, gosh, we have the dream team. Korea, this is the cup that we're going to win. But the performance, let's just say the way we say it in Korea is that there's a beautiful packaging. Inside is I'm continue to opening the boxes and I don't know what's inside. So do we really have the substance yet? I am not sure. If I look at the Koreans' performance throughout the Asian Cup, we are late to the game. We're physically there. We mentally show up after 90 minutes. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot. We're here. We need to win. It's actually not a practice. It's a real match. But I just don't know where that comes from because Koreans we're known to be fighters. We bring that mentality to the table. The question maybe I have is that the coach?
I think that's a very interesting question because we know that coach very well. We're Americans. He's been with us before. But before we get to that, I want to talk. You talked about fighters. We got to talk about Cho, the man scoring the tying goal. He's skyrocketed to popularity in Korea after his World Cup goals. What do you have to say about this boy?
You know what? I honestly think he's the one person who I think makes me believe that one can have it all. He's good looking. He's good. He's also, in terms of personality, he's a very nice guy. And for Korean guys, the favorite thing that Korean guys have is he actually served in the military. Unlike, I'm going to call out all other Korean players. I mean, I don't serve it as a female, but I'm going to still call it out. Son didn't have to serve in the military. Lee Kang-in doesn't need to do that. Min-jae as well. But this guy actually went earlier. It's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So, hey, this is the man of the player. I'm happy that he was there. I am a little shocked that he was a substitute, but I also understand why he was because I know he wasn't performing that well. But again, hey, at least I thank Klinsmann for making the decision in the after first half.
Yeah, I mean, so I think there were parts of the game where I think most Korean fans were probably like, "This is it. We're out of this tournament." I mean, they literally tied it on what was probably the last kick of the match.
I honestly was super nervous. I was wondering what kind of watch we're using. Is it a Swiss watch? Is it I don't know, can we manipulate the time a little bit? Because that, the thing about that 10 minutes is that the referee can blow the whistle at any time. it's not like we really know by milliseconds. So
True.
he could have let us stop earlier. He could have also let us, let's just say go through a little bit more than 10 minutes. I wasn't sure that we were going to make it. And if we didn't make it, it also wasn't something that I'm going to say, oh my God, we need to look at the VAR. Oh my God, there's something wrong with the let's just say referee. Nothing to blame. It just was us. We showed up late. We were there, but we weren't there.
I mean, maybe someone to blame, you brought up earlier, is Jurgen Klinsmann. We know him well. He coached the US, and one thing he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on is tactics. And to be honest, watching Korea for about 75, 80 minutes, I'm not sure what the plan was. I don't know what they were trying to do out there. Very good players on the field, no collective plan. Eventually it worked out, and Klinsmann can motivate. That much we know. But we've seen this before as American fans. What was the plan, Sol? Where were the tactics?
So the thing about him is that he has a certain formation he likes to play, which is going to be 4-4-2. And the homeboy has decided he just walked up today. I'm going to just say everybody walked up today. He walked up, decided, oh, you know what? Let's play 3-4-3. Let's try something new. Why would you do that? The Korean players don't know. They haven't played 3-4-3. So you cannot just change the tactics. So I think that's also why, if you look at the first half, Koreans were confused on the field. But then Klinsmann somehow probably came to sense, decided, yeah, this is not the time to try something new, isn't it? So went back. But I need to get a fact check done. But last time he played 3-4-3, he got sacked because that tactic didn't go well. So
You remember that very, very well.
Yes.
Because that was a previous job he held.
Yes. Which we are very familiar with that with that job. I love how it was coming back to Klinsmann at the end of the day. So look, at the end of the day, it did go to penalties. The way I've displayed it here is a little bit confusing, but it was 1-1 and it went to penalties. And they did get it done in penalties. Obviously, that was extremely nerve-wracking, I'm sure, for those watching in Korea, but made it through. So is it more like a relief? Is it more like anger? Because it's like, like you said, you brought up a kind of like taking a test, right?
Yeah, so we the knowledge that I think is that it's a 90-minute test. I guess you studied a little bit. I mean, people study, right? Like, let me not blame players or the coach. They all studied, but somehow they forgot to really, let's just say, bring all the knowledge from their brain to actually writing something down on the paper. And just because the test got interrupted, so they got additional 10 minutes, and they decided, this is the time for me to shine. Well, can you not shine throughout 90 minutes? Why do you need to wake up after 90 minutes and say, let me do something about it? But to be honest, though, the thing about Korean players is that if you recall, the goalie we have actually is the one who we had that goalie for Korea versus Germany in the World Cup.
Right. Yeah.
And I knew he was going to be great. Like he has that let's just say strong mentality when it comes to that kind of penalty shootout, any big matches. He performs. So definitely in terms of individual players, I have no doubt about their capacity. And that actually got me thinking, is that I always thought that role of coach is not that important in football, just because if you have great players, why can't you play well, right? Like, surely if you have multiple Messis, multiple great players like Ronaldo's, surely should be going quite well. Well, now I understood the importance of coach today. I'm not saying if whether Klinsmann is good or bad, but I think I realized that, okay, I understand why we pay you. Although I don't think I paid this coach to be staying in the US, not contributing to the economic activities in Korea. I have a little bit of question mark there, because I live in Germany and I pay half the price. The tax rate is not low in Germany, and I'm contributing to the pension of Germans. I'm wondering, where's my pension, Klinsmann?
It's a fantastic
real question marks about Klinsmann.
Yeah.
We've been through this before as American fans. Good luck, Sol. Let's see how it goes the rest of the way. I'm not so sure. But like you said, they passed.
They
did pass.
And we have this coach till 2026. We have a long way to go. But hey, like I think maybe this is also his way of getting into understanding different cultural aspects, right? I think
Yeah.
to give him the benefit of doubt, he never, coached an Asian team before. What I know for sure is that any foreign coaches coming to Korea, they are always going to have high expectations they have to meet. So let's just Paulo Bento, he struggled quite a lot. I think the couple of the matches that he played, we had him as a coach. We lost to Japan, I believe. That is no in Korea. Like you can lose to North Korea, but do not lose to Japan. Saudi, we knew it was going to be really strong horse, so I'm happy that we won. Of course, there was a question mark in Korean media: was did you try to avoid Japan? Because that's also a sensitive one. We don't want to look like we're shy. We don't want to see them. We want to see them, but of course, we want to see them in final because that is the most amazing part. Son already is quite a top player. Lee Kang-in went to PSG. Kim Min-jae already won that in Italian league, so not much to prove. But hey, Cho, the homeboy will leave Danish league soon. I can see that. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. He's a good-looking guy. He can sell T-shirts for sure. Uniforms. Sorry, let me not say T-shirts. Sounds like a pirate shirt, but uniforms.
If he wins the tournament for Korea, I'm sure he'll be on every T-shirt. I'm sure.
But he actually he used to be a top scorer in Korea as well in 2022.
Yeah.
So the homeboy got skills for sure.
Yeah. Well, look, I think congratulations. We'll still say it. They're on to the next round.
I'll take it. Yes.
A lot of teams are not there, and we'll continue to keep covering the Asian Cup. Up next for Korea. Okay. Now they get Australia. It's this. Now you have to play well. It doesn't end like
very well.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, after all, I'm super happy we won. I know I've been very cynical about, did we really deserve it? Yeah. It's not about deserving or not. We won. That's it. Period.
Yeah, that's true. So for all the viewers out there, we'll continue watching. Seoul, I'll leave it to you. How do you say either "Go Korea" in Korean? We usually give the opportunity to finish the show that way. So I'll turn it over to you. Keep watching the beautiful game, everyone. But we'll finish with Seoul.
대한민국 화이팅!
Yes.